Bonjour. Today we're going to talk about the rhythm of the French language. Rhythm refers to the way a language is organized in time. Different languages have different rhythmic organizations. Languages like English, French, and Italian feature very different rhythmic organizations. The way people speak, the way they stress time and syllables can reveal a lot about the language they're speaking. Rhythm has to do with the tempo, the cadence, the flow, the musical intonation that you're hearing when a language is spoken. If you walk by a group of people and they're speaking either French, English, or Italian, you can tell that which language they're speaking based on the rhythm of the language. In song lyrics, rhythm is vital. Combined with intonation, rhythm can boost your language learning skills. Do you want to sound more French? You have to develop your French cadence. Rhythm is the movement, perceptibility on hearing or reading that is given to an entire text or a sentence. It results from the duration and arrangement of different groups of words and the distribution of sonorities and accents. In French, the rhythm is syllabic. Each syllable has the same duration. The French language is widely acknowledged to be one of the most beautiful spoken languages. The melody, it's charming, it's pleasing to the ear, the intonation, it's very unique and très élégant, elegant. In English, each word has one stressed syllable, meaning one syllable of that word is pronounced more emphatically. The word stressed in English means that the stressed syllable will be louder, longer, or have a higher pitch. So let's look at some examples of words in English. The first one, quiet. Then we have party, table, demand, power, retrieve. So as you notice in these examples, some of these words have longer, louder, or higher pitch. Like for example, in the word party, the P-A-R, party, okay, it has a longer emphasis on the first syllable. French is a syllable-timed language, so that means that every syllable in the spoken language take up approximately the same amount of time. So now let's look at some French words. We're going to use the same words we use in English, but we're going to say them in French so we can see the difference. So the first word is silencieux. Next is fête. Next is table. Next is demande. Then we have pouvoir and récupérer. So as you notice, the time for each syllable in French is almost the same. Okay, there's no lengthy or shortened syllable like there is in English. Everything is approximately the same time duration. In French, each syllable of a word and each word is pronounced with the same emphasis. Tones are more prominent than stress. Stress is assigned according to the number of syllables in a sentence, not according to the word or word structure. So let's look at how words are stressed in English.
So we don't say, I watched a video. We generally say it like this, I watched a video. I watched a video.
So as you see in this example, in the last word video, it has a higher pitch. So now let's look at the same sentence in French and see how it sounds. J'ai regardé une bonne vidéo. J'ai regardé une bonne vidéo. Okay? Each syllable of that sentence is timed the same. There's no longer pitch or higher pitch or shorter. Okay? Everything is the same. J'ai regardé une bonne vidéo. So now let's talk about intonation. Intonation has to do with the rising and falling of a voice. It's the pitch that can help distinguish between the syllables, especially when it comes to asking questions. In French, all the syllables are pronounced the same except for the last syllable. It's pronounced with a different pitch. So we're going to look at some examples of upper intonation. So in the first example, we have tu m'aimes. So you notice the last syllable, it has a higher pitch. It goes up. Tu m'aimes. Tu m'aimes. The next example is les enfants sont partis. Les enfants sont partis. Okay, so again, we have that higher pitch at the end. Les enfants sont partis. And then the third example, les enfants sont partis, n'est-ce pas? Les enfants sont partis, n'est-ce pas? Les enfants sont partis, n'est-ce pas? Okay, so the last syllable has a higher pitch. It goes up. In statements and command, the last syllable, the final syllable, is pronounced at a lower pitch. Par exemple, for example, je t'aime. Je t'aime. Okay, the last syllable has a lower pitch. Another example, les enfants sont partis. Les enfants sont partis. Has a lower pitch at the end. So now I'm going to read a short paragraph in French so you can get an idea of the rhythm that we're talking about of the French language. Aujourd'hui, je suis allée sur une plage en France. C'était une plage très propre avec beaucoup de gens autour. Certains étaient assis, certains jouaient, certains faisaient un bain de soleil et d'autres étaient dans l'eau. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please let me know in the comments what other topics you would like for me to cover or anything you'd like for me to elaborate on. On se dit à la prochaine. Ciao!